Defending Hungarian interests and sovereignty is the main guiding line of the government's work, Viktor Orbán told a session of the Hungarian Diaspora Council. The Prime Minister said the transformation of the legal system and the rules of the political game were given by the power invested in the two-thirds majority achieved in the 2010 election. Hungary realized that a good European does not swallow everything and it must rather stand up for national interests, the Prime Minister said. He said that Hungary is not interested in a new Cold War. As a member of the EU and NATO, it is loyal to these alliances even when it doesn't agree with certain measures, he added. The key question concerns Hungary's economic success, since this will outshine any international condemnation due to intellectual disputes, the Prime Minister said. This year will be dedicated to vocational training in the Carpathian Basin, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán told a conference in Parliament. Addressing the Hungarian Permanent Conference, he said the government would launch a scholarship program for students taking part in special training throughout neighboring countries. This year will see the launch of the greatest economic development program in Hungary's history, he said, adding that full employment would considerably strengthen the country. Concerning Ukraine, Orbán voiced support for the country's sovereignty and territorial integrity and said Hungary would act in line with its commitments. At the same time, it will stand up for its national interests, for peace, energy security, and trading opportunities. Building a high-speed rail link between Belgrade and Budapest, opening new border crossing points, and the South Stream gas pipeline were on the agenda of talks between Hungarian Minister for Foreign Affairs and Trade, Péter Szijjártó, and top officials of Serbia on Thursday in Belgrade. Szijjártó had talks with Serbian President Tomislav Nikolic and Prime Minister Aleksandar Vučić before addressing a business forum. Szijjártó reaffirmed his country's support for Serbia's EU integration.
Klaus Johannis, the right-wing candidate, has been elected as president of Romania for a 5-year term. His victory is considered a big surprise, as all pollsters suggested that Victor Ponta, the incumbent prime minister, would win with flying colors. The election of a politician belonging to an ethnic minority, the Saxon minority, to the head of state is seen as a historic moment in Romania. The ethnic Hungarian RMDS party, however, does not expect too much from the new president in terms of minority issues. Party leader Hunor Kelemen said Johannis's presidency would bring about a long pause in the enforcement of ethnic minority rights. In turn, the Transylvanian Hungarian People's Party called it of historic importance that for the first time since the 1989 change in regime, Romania would have a Transylvanian president. Tibor Toro said Johannis's victory could create a new chance for Transylvania's Hungarian community and the settlement of Romanian-Hungarian relations. Both the party of the Hungarian coalition, Slovakia's single-ethnic Hungarian party, and the inter-ethnic Most Híd party fared well in the municipal elections. From among the parties fielding candidates of their own, József Berényi's MKP finished in third place, winning 107 mayoral posts and 1,151 seats in local councils. Most Híd, led by Béla Bugár, won 87 mayoral posts and 829 seats in local councils. The two parties' common candidates were elected mayors in 30 municipalities. The ethnic Hungarian RMDS party seeks no pretext to quit Romania's coalition government, party leader Hunor Kelemen said. RMDS will decide next week whether it will stay in Victor Ponta's cabinet. Although in March the party pledged to remain part of the governing coalition until 2016, it should now take into account that a large majority of ethnic Hungarians voted for Klaus Johannis rather than Ponta in Sunday's presidential election.
The Hungarian state is fulfilling its obligation by keeping alive the memory of Earl Miklós Bánffy, Hungarian Deputy State Secretary Gergely Pröle said in Kolozsvár, opening the Miklós Bánffy Memorial Days event. He said he hoped that the polyglot opera director and one-time Hungarian foreign minister could in this way return to his hometown eternally, allowing Hungarians, Romanians and Germans equally to remember him. On the Memorial Days, Béla Bartók's opera Bluebeard's Castle was performed in the Kolozsvár Hungarian Opera in a stage setting recreated on the basis of the original drawings Bánffy had made in 1918.